I recently added a tutorial to my online bag making course on how to make this beautiful top handle bag. For a full step-by-step tutorial on how to make this beautiful leather bag, you can have a look inside my online bag making course. But I'm going to give you a run through now of how I made it, just to give you a little taste of what's involved. So as always, whenever we're doing a leather handbag, we have to start with our patterns. Now, once we've cut our patterns out perfectly, we then need to cut out our pieces perfectly. Once you've cut out your pieces, you'll then need to punch your holes. And again, I can't stress this enough. They need to be perfectly matching the pattern so that all of the pieces will fit together perfectly. And once you've done this, we can get started making. So I always like to start with the front panel that goes down the center of the bag and the base. So before you do any stitching, you're going to want to edge die those pieces and make sure that the holes are punched all the way through. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and stitch them in place. At this stage, I like to add in my little D-ring tabs at the top of the bag. Next, with the lining, all you need to do is stitch on the lid section, which should have the other side of your magnet on it. And if you want to, you can also stitch in an inside pocket. Once the lining's all prepared, you can go ahead and attach it to the main body of the bag. Now, before we do any stitching, we're gonna need to prepare our sides. This involves attaching the lining to the back, stitching in our little pinch at the side here, and then one at a time stitching each side onto the main body of the bag. I like to add my first coat of edge paint at this stage so that that can be drying whilst I start preparing my top handle. Once your top handle is prepared, you can go ahead and stitch down the sides, paint the edges, and then stitch it onto the top of your D-rings. Once your top handle is on, your bag is technically finished. If it does need an extra layer of edge paint, now would be the time to do it. And typically, if you wanted to make yourself a matching crossbody strap, you can also do that at this stage. But that is it. That's a quick run through of how to make my top handle bag. I hope you found that useful. And if you want to watch the full step-by-step tutorial, you can find that all inside my online bag making course.